Welcome, Eagle families, to our weekly update. Welcome back to a new semester. So happy to be started again. Obviously, I'm not excited to just be sharing these COVID numbers with you. DHS is no different than our local community, our state, or nationally, but as you would expect, our numbers are elevated also. We have 33 positives this week, 13 quarantined, 28 symptomatic, and 117 students have returned. So we're very thankful for that return number, as we know and we believe wholeheartedly that our students are better served here at DHS. So good news is, as you look at all the reporting, it looks like this variant of Omicron is peaking now or near peak. So I'm expecting our numbers next week to be much better. So that being said, we'll keep our fingers crossed. We'll still be diligent here. Uh, and along those lines, our staff is no different either. We've taken some hits on our staff. We've had some shortages. We have our substitutes have been reluctant to come back to school also. So that being said, I want to give our teachers a shout out because they continue to go above and beyond. I mean, each teacher has a prep period each day, which is the equivalent of a class period, and they use that time to prepare and get ready for class, to plan their schedule for the day, and meet with students. And to be honest, a lot of them aren't able to do that because we are short on subs, and we are asking them to cover a person's class while that person is out. So that takes a toll on them, and I appreciate all their efforts, knowing that it's not completely sustainable, but certainly something that we've asked them to do, and they've been able to do that. But we really need things to level off here so our staff can return to normal practices. Report cards. So thank you for your patience. I said it in my email earlier. We upgraded to the most recent version of Power School this fall, and it did have a few snafus and some of the coding and wasn't allowing us to print some of our reports accurately. Specifically, it wasn't calculating our dual credit courses the way we needed them to be calculated. Then once we got that figured out, then we had trouble getting the final exam printed on the report. So those are both important information that you want. So due to the diligence and perseverance of Mrs. Wolfcole, our registrar, she was able to go in there and change some coding around and move some things around and get those printed and sent out. So if you don't have that, please talk to your counselor. They can get you taken care of. But I want to give Mrs. Wolfcole a shout out for her extra effort. Um, Also, athletics. So athletics is interesting. So we have the new guidance that we're following from the CDC of a 5-day return, and then that includes you return to school or return to athletics. However, there is one thing I need to be aware of, and Mrs. Castle has shared that with the teams this week, that if you are a student that is unable to wear the mask correctly and diligently, then your quarantine period is 10 days for athletics. Okay. So you need to understand that if you have not or cannot wear that mask correctly, then you can't return to athletics until after 10 days. And your first day of being symptomatic or being known positive, like, so distinguish the two. If you're symptomatic, that is the 0 day, and the next day is day one. If you are asymptomatic and get tested and you come up positive, that is your 0 day. So then after 5 days, you're able to return to school, provided you are symptom free and fever free. So again, be mindful of that. If you're an athlete, you need to wear that mask correctly to assure that you can return to competition, and that includes practice after the 5 days is up. Okay. Next up, Anastasia. So our new theater director, Mr. Willis, has been working really hard with our theater students to bring us a production that we can all be proud of. This begins next week, Friday and Saturday at 7 o'clock, and again on Sunday at 2 o'clock. So if you can make it out, and because you haven't been to something like this before, I can promise you our students will surprise you with their talent and their dedication to their craft. Adult tickets are $15 and student tickets are $10. So that's all I really have for this week. Next week we'll be sharing some better news with you. So until then, you stay healthy, Dunlap, and you stay classy. Have a great weekend.